Hello doctor, hello everyone. This is Engineering Statistics assignment. We are group 4 from section 22. Meet our team. We have Calvin, Zenyang, Nada, and me, Hamid Ilio.
Let's begin with a summary of sample of data. We begin with weight, which shows that nighttime has the most data with 74, and the weight has an average weight of 349, standard deviation of 13, and the variance of 171. The most highest appearing number is 352. This is a histogram of the weight, and we can see that it follows a bell-like shape with the highest value of 33. And we have relative density. This one has the similar as before, has the highest at night, and the average is 88. The standard deviation is 2.12, and the variance is 4.50. The most apparent number is 87.8. And this is a histogram of relative density, and we can see it still follows a bell-like shape as before. Next, we have the tensile strength, and similar to before, it has highs at night with the average of 7.15, standard deviation of 0.197, and the variance of 0.038, and the highest apparent number at 7.2. This is the histogram of the tensile strength, and similar as before, it has the bell-like shape.
Okay, for part B, I used these values and grouped them in this table right here and made the chart out of it to make it easier for me to see the values. Okay, moving to the next table, I calculated the probability and expected frequency. The probability I calculated using this formula right here, and then the expected frequency is basically the probability times 200. Okay, and the sum of probability is 1, and the sum of expected frequency is 200. Okay, moving to the next table, the main column is this column right here. It's basically calculated using this formula. It's this value minus this value to the power of 2 divided by this value also to get these values. Okay, so the sum is 9.0925. Okay, and this is our conditions. Okay, so in conclusion, we say since chi-square test 9.0925 is less than 22.3620, we fail to reject HO. Therefore, there is significant evidence that Lajak-Laku tablets produced in December 2020 do follow the normal distribution with 350 mg with standard deviation of 14 mg at 5% significant level.
For part C, which is ANOVA. As you can see, I have categorized the table of the shift with evening, morning, and night with total shift for n is 200. I'm using ANOVA single factor with alpha 0.05. This is the summary table divided by evening, morning, and night. This is the count, this is the sum, average, and the variance. For this table, there is a between groups and within groups. This is the value of them. This is the total. This is the degree of freedom. This is the mean square. This is the f. This is the fifth value, and this is the f a value of f critical distribution. For the hypothesis statement, HO equals to mu1 equals to mu2 and on. For the H1, mu I is not equal to mu j for at least 1. So in conclusion, since p value equals to 0.2367 more than alpha equals to 0.05, HO is not rejected at 5% significance level. There is sufficient evidence to prove no significance difference exists between double weights from different shift evening, morning, and night.
For question D, it asks about the tablet harness, whether it can be represented by relative density and tensile strength. And then we use the regression model to find out the relationship. And the null hypothesis is no relation. And for alternative hypothesis, there is a relation. And we found that from here, the person correlation coefficient R is 0.844, very close to 1. And the second one is the p-value, which is only 1.4 times 10 to the power of negative 55, which is 55.0, smaller than 0.05 here. So H0 is also rejected here. So these two evidence show that there is a strong positive linear relationship, and the relationship is found from this equation y equals to 0.0786 x plus 0.2326. And to verify is it this relative density line fit plot is valid, we use the QQ plot right here. And for the relative density and tensile strength, both of the data really suit the regression model because most of the data are in the 45 degree. And so when the question asks about relative density, which is 68, 74.3, and 80.1, is put inside the equation, the tensile strength will be these three, 5.576, 6.071, and 6.527 megapascal respectively.
That's the end of our presentation. Hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching and see you soon.